Hey, you playa? Have you ever found yourself standing around, everything's cool, but then suddenly someone you like walks by and you become a nervous wreck? You don't know where to look, you don't know what to say, you don't know where to put your hands. This is all too common, but it doesn't have to be. You see, there are things you can do to work through those nervous feelings. Pretty simple things, and I'm going to walk you through right now. When I was growing up as a teenager, this would happen to me constantly. Whenever I'd see my crush in class or in the hallway or in a group of people, I just got so scared to talk to her. I wouldn't even look at her. I'd just pretend like she didn't exist, which I thought was the best way to handle it, but it actually wasn't. All that did was feed into my nervousness. I never confronted the challenge that was in front of me, and because of that, I missed out on lots of opportunities with different girls that I liked. But if I can go back in time and change it, here's what I would have done differently. Step one is to focus on the present moment. It's so easy to get so wrapped up in your own mind, to overthink things, to worry about what you should say, when instead you could just focus on what's in front of you. By identifying the things surrounding you, it's way easier to stay grounded. So one practice I always recommend to people is to focus on your breathing. Feel the air enter your lungs, take a deep breath in, and then feel it exit out. Follow this pattern over and over, and you'll see by focusing on your breathing, you're not going to spend too much time wondering where your hands are or what you're saying or where you should be looking. Another thing you can focus on are the people around you, whether it's your crush or someone else. How are they standing? How many people are in that group? Who's talking right now? Are people smiling? Are they frowning? Are they listening intently? The focus here is to practice non-judgmental observation, meaning watch people, but don't bring it back inside your own mind and think, am I doing this wrong? Are they doing this right? If you enter that stage of things, come back to your breathing, disconnect from that thought, and start over. Now, another pretty common mistake that you might be making is that you're moving too fast whenever you're around them. That means if you engage in conversation, you get nervous, so you start to speak a little bit faster, or you're moving your hands around a lot and fidgeting, which can signal nervousness to that person. So the best thing you can do is to catch yourself and try to slow down. That is actively taking that step. If you feel like you're moving too fast, it's okay to just pause, whether you're speaking or not, and just slow down. You may even want to pretend like someone's turning the speed down on you as you speak, allowing you to make more pauses in between your words, and even to add empty spaces, which makes what you're saying sound way more important. Because when you talk fast, you tend to interrupt the other person a whole lot more. You never really give them a chance to add their 2 cents into the equation, and it just feels like you're the one talking over them nonstop. So just pausing, reflecting on what they have to say, repeating back their question to them, gives that space for them to feel seen and heard and want to engage with you more. Plus, it's going to allow you to kind of pull that nervousness back in and not let it dictate how you're communicating. Now, I say this from experience as someone who would always become a nervous wreck around their crush. Don't be afraid to engage with them. Don't be afraid to make eye contact. Don't be afraid to smile or laugh or joke around with them or compliment them. It's very easy to retreat back in and to feel like if I don't say anything at all, I have no chance of messing this interaction up. But guess what? If you don't say anything at all, you have no chance to succeed in that interaction at all. You might be getting locked into this idea that if you are going to interact with them, it has to be meaningful. It has to be something interesting. It has to make them laugh and make them want to talk to you a whole lot more. But not every interaction has to be like that. Some interactions could just be a short hello or a short conversation. In fact, I would argue those allow you to keep more mystery behind you as they get to know you better over time. Asking one interesting question, sharing one interesting fact about yourself, offering a unique compliment about how the two of you get along really well, and then ending the conversation saying you're looking forward to talking to them again can sometimes be the best way to approach it. Like I said, this is not about the quantity and length of the conversation. You're not trying to win them over in this instance. You're giving them little pieces at a time to start to get to know you better so that they want to talk to you more. Trust me on this, that is going to have a profound impact on your nervousness around them. The more you can have that exposure to them, where you have these small positive interactions, the more you're going to start to see that they're just a person. You don't need to be a nervous wreck because you can talk to them just like you can talk to anyone else. You have to believe in yourself here. You have to know that you have what it takes to be somebody great. You have something unique and worthy of sharing with that person. And just because you're a little nervous doesn't mean you should hide that away from the world. But if you feel like you're starting from complete scratch here and your nervousness is built around the idea that you have no clue what to actually talk to them about, I think it's worthwhile to spend a little bit of time beforehand preparing conversation starters and topics for you to actually bring up there. The best way to do that is to think of the different stories and experiences you've had in your life. Think about how you can share those stories in a way that's actually interesting. Or think of general random questions, things that pop into your mind that you can relay into those conversations. That could be about different TV shows or movies, favorite fast food restaurants, or places you like to hang out with friends. Anything that is a question you would ask your friend is a good question to ask someone that you like. The good news is that you don't actually have to start from scratch here. I've put together a free icebreaker conversation starters guide with 20 different examples that you could start using in conversations around people that you like. This guide is going to break down not only questions, but follow-up questions and different ways to parse out those questions into similar topics so you can have a never-ending supply of conversation starters. I'm going to share the link for that at the end of the video, but one important thing I want to point out here too is that sometimes your nerves will get the best of you. Don't feel like you always need to push past them if you're dealing with a lot of anxiety and stress in that moment. It's okay to walk away. You're not a loser, you didn't quit, you didn't fail. You're simply taking care of yourself so you can be better for the next time you try. Don't be so hard on yourself here. It's not always going to be easy, but with enough practice, patience, and time, you can defeat that nervousness no matter who you're around. Now, what I want you to do is to check out those icebreaker conversation starters guide. I'm going to link it up over here. I think they're going to be a major asset in helping you feel more comfortable around your crush, anyone else that you want to talk to. Check it out, and I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.